All right, what's up friends, it's Harrison here, and I just recently passed my 2-month mark on testosterone. That is so crazy to me. If this is your first time on my channel, please go back to like my 2-week video and just watch that, because I was so impatient at that point. I was so distraught that I wasn't seeing these changes. And now that I've hit month 2, I've really seen some tangible things. I'm really excited about the progress that I'm making, and I'm just excited to just continue on this journey. As I said before, I'm gonna be doing monthly videos, no matter the changes or anything, just to keep you all updated and for something for me to look back on. So let's get started on month 2. Something that I didn't talk about in my last videos, I didn't want to jinx it by saying this on camera, but I think I'm on month 2, so I think I've surpassed the jinxing phase. So the first change that really has been the best is that I've stopped getting my period. Oh, I hate that word. I call it hairy time. So I've stopped getting hairy time. I didn't get it once since I started, so I think that it's gone for good, which is amazing. So thank God for tea on that one. The second most tangible change that I've seen, or heard actually, is my voice drop. So my voice has dropped. I have a few voice comparisons that I'll roll right now. Hi, my name is Harrison McCutcheon-Browne, and this is my voice one day on testosterone. My name is Harrison McCutcheon-Browne, and this is my voice 1 month on testosterone. Hi, my name is Harrison McCutcheon-Browne, and this is my voice 2 months on testosterone. The third tangible change is hair growth. So the one that's really changed the most, or that I can really tell, is my leg hair. I've been growing out my leg hair for many years, and I thought that I had reached like the pinnacle of my hair growth, but I really didn't at all. My hair grew probably from just about a little bit higher than my high ankle, and down was where it was really thick and really long and really coarse. And I thought that that was just how my legs went. I play hockey, so when I play hockey, I wear long socks to go under my skates. So I thought that that was maybe why just that portion of my leg was hairy. But I think it was just kind of just the way that my hair grew. Because now I have that coarse length, the length and the thickness, I have that all over my leg now. It's even seeping up to my thigh, which is really cool, but the majority of the long hair is like on my calf area and on the shin down, but it is growing. My knees have gotten extremely hairy, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, just some nice hair growth there. I'm not sure if there's more that's growing or it's just the original hair that's just getting longer and it's just kind of thickening. But yeah, so definitely some changes in my leg hair. I definitely have some changes in my armpit hair, which is pretty cool. I feel like it's growing wider. I don't really know how to explain it. Like the strip of my armpit hair was like just like this thin, and now it's getting like this thick. So that's pretty cool to see that as well. Another change is that my stomach hair is getting longer. Or not, my stomach hair is not getting long. I would say it's getting darker. I'm getting kind of a treasure trail, which is really quite interesting. And I'm getting hair around my belly button area. So I'm getting kind of that masculine kind of belly. And then I've seen a couple darker hairs come up on my chest, but nothing too crazy. And then facial hair, I started getting some long, white, thick hairs on my chin. So I started to shave my chin. And then I started to get a little teeny bit longer here. So I've just started shaving my whole face now just to keep it crisp, because the last thing I want is like little straggly hairs. So I'll just keep trimming it up. And then my mustache, I've been shaving that for quite a bit of time. And I'm not sure if it's just because I've been shaving that it started to come back darker, but I feel like I'm getting more hair on my upper lip and it's darker, but here it's just white, but it's thicker, which is cool. Whatever, any change is good, right? So I feel like my eyebrows now are coming in thicker, which is cool. I think it's just the same kind of thing where I'm not sure if it's growing new hair, but I think that the hair that's already there has just become more coarse, and I think that it's great. It gives me a nice masculine kind of look here. Like when I look in the mirror, I just see a really nice masculine face, so it's really good. It's really quite nice for my dysphoria. And then also to kind of go on with the face, I feel like I'm just kind of squaring out even more. I think month 1, I started to gain a little bit of, I don't know what it was, but I think some fat here. And then month 2, I feel like it's kind of chiseling down and it's getting just a little bit more sharp. I have some pictures of my face. I've taken a picture Well, pretty much once a week, so I'll just play that right now. My skin was getting quite oily in the first month, and now I feel like it's kind of getting used to it. It's still not perfect, like I still have a little bit of breakouts, but I had breakouts before I started testosterone, but month 1 was quite bad for my skin. I had quite a few active pimples. Now I have maybe the odd 1 or 2, but I started getting some around this area, around my jawline and underneath and on my neck, which is different. I've never really gotten anything there, so I think that that's from tea. But it's fine. I'm keeping up washing my face and stuff, so nothing too hard, nothing unmanageable, if that makes sense. And yeah, so then that's pretty much it for hair growth and stuff like that. But then, so bottom growth is still a thing. If you don't know what that is, look that up because I'm not explaining that. But bottom growth, it's still increasing, which is cool. And sex drive also is still climbing. It's still pretty high, which comes with the territory of hormones, I guess. So it is what it is. So now the final physical change that I've noticed is my muscle mass. My weights and my endurance level have significantly increased, which is amazing. I love it. Just to kind of give you a benchmark, my max bench that I've ever had, the highest that I've ever had at the peak of my performance, it was 135. I was probably around 115, 120 at that point. Now I'm about 125 on T. I've gained a little bit of weight, so that's great. That's also another physical change. The most tangible thing that I can see is my bench press. So my 1 rep max now is at 150, which is insane how much that changed in 2 months from my peak of my peak of my peak being I think it was about 135 was my peak, and I've increased that by 15 pounds. Technically my 1 rep max was at 153, but we'll just round that to like either 150 or 155. So I've increased my weight in 2 months by 15 or 20 pounds on a single exercise. That's pretty significant for me. So that is a direct correlation of testosterone. But yeah, so I have a few pictures of my muscle mass and I'll show them now. That's really pretty much it for the physical changes. Mentally, I've had some changes as well. I'm not sure if it's just the fact that I'm on testosterone that I felt like more confident being on T, and like I'm having some physical changes, so it's making me feel more comfortable. But I think that there are some correlations of the hormone itself helping my mind or changing my mentality in a way. So I feel irritable, which is, I think, like going through puberty, but I'm just kind of quick to react. Not quick to react. I feel irritable. Like I feel like little things annoy me a lot. I have a shorter fuse. I feel more anger in like my stomach area when something really bothers me. I just get really like, ugh. I'm not lashing out at people or anything like that, not that I know of, so sorry if I have been. And it usually happens a lot more even the day before my shot. Usually when I'm tapering down from like my week of my shot, because I take once a week, so you start out here, you spike a bit, and then you dip, then you just keep taking it. So I think like once I'm down, near the end of my week cycle, then I get a little bit more agitated, which it's nothing concerning for me. I feel like I can manage it well. I feel like I don't really care as much about what people think of me. Yeah, I'm more confident. I speak my mind and I just kind of care less about what people think of me. So that's been a really positive change for me. I can just like live my life and just be myself, and I'm not really concerned about what others think of me. I never really was too much, but I feel like a little bit more, even more confident than I already was. So yeah, those are all the things that I wrote down for my changes of month 2. Nothing too crazy, but this month has been really good for me to see and to hear some changes. So there's been some tangible stuff and I wanted to share that all with you. But anyways, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow my social medias, they're down below, and I will see you next time. Take care.